What's going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys all had a great day as we got a little bounce in the market. And today, I'm going to talk to you and show you how much news affects penny stocks, or any stocks, actually, for that matter, because there's one outlier. If you're new to my channel, I post videos daily, stock market tips, helping you guys make money in the market instead of losing it like the majority. It's for the long-term investor, short-term investor, swing trader, day trader, anything. I try to cover it all, give you guys a wide range of knowledge in this market. So if you like this kind of content, subscribe, leave a like, share the video if you know someone that could benefit from it, and let's get started. So this is I just wanted to have the S&P up, show you guys looks like we're going to recover. I don't know though, I wouldn't count it out yet, but with that said, we're going to go to my first example of a stock. We're going to do all these on a 5-day, 5-minute chart. Now, as you can see, these last 5 days, these last 4 days, nothing's really happened. Stock's been holding pretty steady. And this is a very cheaper price stock. A lot of times, cheaper price stocks are the ones that are going to have the news because they can get the highest bounces out of this. The reason they get these bounces so easy is because people see big news and they think, oh, it's going to be the next winner. It's going to be the next winner and I can make a fortune off this, so I'm going to buy a lot of shares. So that's why they do it. A lot of times it's bogus news, but sometimes it could be real news. Anyways, this LPTH, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to go through these stocks right here. Fossil, LPTH, CMG, ZN, GCO, and WU. So, first one, LPTH, LightPath Technologies. 13% after reporting a second quarter sales beat. So all this company did, they beat their sales than from what they were expected to have. So when that happens, and take note of this also, when a stock comes out of this out with this news right here, 16, 19, 13. This news came out 20 minutes after the market closed. They do this strategically. Estimated sales 8.15 million versus 8.36 million was their actual. So they did better than expected. So that's why the stock went up. So with that, came out, market, and look at this spike it had. When the market closed, because so many people bought in because they saw the news, it beat sales. But guess what? As soon as the market opened, it had a morning panic, and it kind of flattened out throughout the day. So the news wasn't meaningful enough to send this thing going like a supernova. So I had my alert set. If it went above the 259 mark, because that was the pre-market highs, I would consider it a runner and may consider buying stock into this company because you don't know how far these things will go off of news sometimes. Second one we're going to talk about is ZN. This company, shares up 9% after reporting the company hit oil in Israel. It's big news for an oil company, small oil company. They came out with that news. I could bring it up, but I already know. They came up with that news at, I think, 108. And if you guys look closer, that was right around this initial spike. So some people heard of the news before it was reported. I mean, there's chat rooms and stuff that go over this. But I just want to show you. Just news of this oil company hitting oil went the whole way from, made a 100% gain in 2 hours. Almost 3 hours. Made over 100% gain. People will trade just based off this news. And as you can see, it went the whole way up. That was at the market close. This was after hours. It fell all after hours. Probably because a lot of people were cashing out. They made 100% gains in that little of a time. They were just getting out, covering their gains. So then you can look at today. I also set my alerts for here. If it beat this 485 mark, pre-market high, I would have considered buying this one. But it had a double top and failed. So I'm going to still watch tomorrow. If it gets back up to 485, it may be something worth doing. If they're smart, they'll come out with more news to boost them even more. Brings us on to our next one. Fossil, FOSL. Fossil came out saying they had big fourth quarter earnings beat. Actual earnings, the fourth quarter came in at 64 cents per share, beating the estimates of 24 cents. So this is an earnings winner, which 41 million ahead of estimates at 921 million. So people think this is big news. Even though it's still negative earnings, they still beat their estimates. And if you guys look at my other videos, usually around earnings, the stock market has them already programmed in. So anytime they're off, it sends the stock soaring. Like this stock went up 100%. And of course, they did it at the end of the day. WU, Western Union Company, shares are up 3% despite reporting a fourth quarter earnings miss. Okay, they knew they were going to miss their earnings, most likely. So this company raises quarterly dividend, and look at the bottom, big thing right here. Said on earnings call, the company is testing transaction with cryptocurrency Ripple. This is huge because cryptocurrency is such a buzz feed right now that any association with these small companies with a cryptocurrency is huge news and people jump in. So as you can see here, after hours, shot up, this company shot up, not that high, but if this was probably about a month ago, month and a half ago, when all the cryptos were soaring, this probably would have gained a ton. So it's all timing with these companies and their news. GCO, this was pretty big. You could have bought it even all throughout today and did pretty well. So you look, news came out that the company announced the decision to initiate the process to sell Lids Sports Group. So off that news, the stock soared, went up 11% today, just in one day. And this was all from market open because you can see after hours it went up to here. So a good buy would have been here, and you could have covered profits when you got up. When it started trending below this EMA line, would have been a substantial gain, but still would have been 3.6% in 10 minutes. The last one we're going to cover is CMG. CMG, Chipotle. Came out with news after the market yesterday that Taco Bell CEO, after announcing Taco Bell CEO will assume CEO duties at Chipotle. That's huge. Taco Bell's a huge company. So when you have a big news of a big name CEO taking over your company, that sends the price soaring. So this one you really couldn't have really done anything unless you were already invested in it, because the news came after hours, so that's it. But one thing, this kind of goes in with the long-term investor too. This stock was hitting below year lows, and it was still probably because its earnings have been going down and down, but its year lows were at 268 and it went the whole way down to 247. So if this was a stock you were watching, some people may have already invested into it because it's already fallen so much. This just would have been really hard to catch because even as a technical trader, there was no sign how far this thing could fall. Like, there was no support. This is the past 3 years, and there's been no support down here. I mean, yes, you can see it's oversold, but like I said, you never really want to just try to catch the bottom. You never know where that bottom's going to be. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I just want to show you what can happen with news on these stocks. It can send them crazy. And depending on the news and depending on the time of the news, you can really benefit if you just watch big news plays and try to buy in as soon as you're the first one to find out about the news. So if you like the video, leave a like, comment below, share it to someone else that could benefit from this, and subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.